how did you see the effectiveness of Chime when you first were given a potential pitch on the dot? You were early in.
Yeah.
What drew you to it?
There's a lot to love. We always look for companies that have incredible missions, and in the case of Chime, right, like uniting everyday people to unlock financial progress. Instead of penalizing people with your bank, do them a favor, right? So I heard one of the people say, Chime only gets paid when you swipe and not when you stumble. And so, a mission like that just helps everybody is fantastic to back. But you also need an incredible team. I mean, you talked to Chris earlier today, just what a great leader, team builder, visionary, his co-founder Ryan King, exceptional technologist, and they've just built, a great executive management team across the board. And then, of course, you need a good business model.
Yeah.
And I, saw some questions earlier on the interchange and otherwise, but you kind of see like, okay, we'll just keep stacking these people every year. New people show up, they connect their direct deposit account, so they're very sticky customers. Chime has, got tons of features that are just friendly for them, so they stay and they love it. It's the most beloved bank in the U.S. right now, so it was just a lot to love.
There's a lot to love, perhaps too loved. Back in 2021, a lot of companies were too loved. They got given too high valuations, and then it's been difficult selling and pricing an IPO into that. How does it feel when you're going to see the stock potentially wallop up almost 2/3, but it is still a down round?
I blame the financial markets, not the companies in that particular case, right?
Would you blame the VCs, the people who are pricing to that financial market?
You just have to, play the game as it's played, right? Like, our job is to invest limited partner capital. We try to pace it over time, so we don't buy everything at the peak. But you just never know when peaks and troughs are going to happen. What you can do is make sure you're investing in just really great companies. And, you keep an eye on the prize. Like, I've been on the board for 7 years now. Menlo has been invested. Chime's been around for 13 years. Like, they're just, they're the second inning of the baseball game right now getting started, so there's still plenty to do.
Shawn, it's great to have you on the show. I asked what happens next, right? You just outlined the history. Do you hold, the public shares, or is this just a really celebratory liquidity event for the firm and for its LPs?
Yeah, we're so grateful to have been welcomed to be part of this mission and to see this team act and try to help in little ways that we can, but they're doing all the hard work. But I think it's a really happy occasion, of course, for ourselves and we're investing pension funds and other funds like that, and everybody gets to celebrate when a great company does something fantastic in the world, and especially a company like Chime that has so many happy customers. So, the rest is all noise, and we'll make decisions as they go. But, eventually we need to get those shares out to our limited partners, but not going to speculate on when that might be.
Shawn, are you surprised or supportive of the timing of this listing?
I was very supportive. I think, in some ways people are like, oh, the IPO market's open or the IPO market's closed. If you're an exceptional company and, you look at Chime's numbers, they did $500 million plus in Q1, became profitable, 8.6 million members, right? Like, this is just, it's just a strong company, and it's being run well, and there's plenty more work to do. And so, you just go along for the ride.
What's interesting now is the market is pretty toppy once again. That's perhaps what's driving the timing of the IPO. We got the Nasdaq not quite at record highs, but certainly the S&P 500 is very close to it. How are things getting priced now? Are you seeing discipline amongst your community when you're looking for the next Chime, the next success?
Yeah, that's a great question. It really depends on the sector. So if, Chime isn't necessarily an AI company, so that's a normal company that's doing great stuff, but those are being priced, I'd say, rationally. The AI companies right now there's kind of a feeding frenzy. We've been very active in that sector, companies like Anthropic, and many others. And so those tend to be like, unlike in public markets where everybody's buying and selling, in private markets, you really just need one lead investor to price it. So there's a little bit of okay, I want to win, you want to win, and people bid it up.
Shawn, there are tons of founders that watch this program, tons of venture capitalists that support them as well. if there was one kind of like case study or thing that you felt Chime did really well that you would appeal to your portfolio companies to emulate, what would it be?
Boy, it's never just one thing, but I know we're on air, so I need to keep it shorter than all the reasons why I can tell you they were successful. But above all, I think of customer obsession is the Amazon term, but Chime really embodies that. They've always spent time with their customers figuring out what are their actual needs, not perceived needs, and always have been launching feature after feature, which serves those interests, right? So they serve everyday Americans that make under 100K, like, you need liquidity. You got to have access to your paycheck early, or it's helpful to have access to your paycheck early. It's nice to get paid 2 days early. It's nice to not get fees when you get overdraft. So just by continuing to listen to that very closely, not, getting worried about other things aside from making happy customers is what builds great companies.